guys, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Sipe, and for those of you returning subscribers, yo, what's up? So I've seen your guys' DMs, I've seen your guys' texts. I hope you guys are good, but you guys, I've heard you cry. You guys want motivation going into the new year, and I'm happy and I'm more than excited to say that I am back with season 2 of Transformation Tuesdays here on my channel. And today, in episode 1 of season 2, we're going to be talking about facing your reality. So what am I talking about when I say face your reality, right? When I say face your reality, I'm talking about facing the unpleasantness in your situation. Because, I mean, who wants to remain stagnant? Who wants to remain at their current level? Who wants to go year in, year out with the same goals, with the same, like, you get what I'm saying, with the same mindset, with the same mentality, with the same pain, with the same heartache? We don't want that. We don't want repetition. And in order to elevate, in order to move on, in order to avoid repetition, we need to assess why it is that we have been set back. We need to assess why it is that we have failed, why we have not passed the current steps. We need to come to terms and accept and understand, those failed relationships, those failed modules, those failed friendships, those guys, the unpleasantness in your situation. Like, I think we can all think of things that are very unpleasant in our lives, whether it be your finances, which are unpleasant, whether it be insecurities, whether it has been opportunities that you have missed, goals that you have not achieved, whatever it may be. We are all tired of remaining stagnant. And the fact that we have reached a point in our lives where we are stagnant, where we are not moving, where goals are not being achieved, is because we don't understand that in order for us to move on, we need to pass the current step. In order for us to move on, we need to heal from what has happened. In order for us to move on or progress to the next level or the next grade, we need to have passed the previous level or the previous grade. And I mean, if we're going to talk about moving on, let us take the reality of unforgiveness, right? Whether it is unforgiveness towards the people around us, unforgiveness towards the things that have happened to us, unforgiveness towards our surroundings, or mainly unforgiveness towards ourselves. Because I mean, how many of us are trapped with or are filled with anger towards ourselves because of the opportunities that have passed us, because of the doubts that we have not managed to see through to the end, because of the plans that have consistently failed? And it's like, every single year I see these resolutions. There's new year, there's new me. I get it. All right. I also get new year, same me. I also get new year, branded me. Like, there are all these resolutions, there are all these statements when people are walking into the new year, and yet people they are failing. They are failing to understand that there is no new year, new me if you have not dealt with the old year and the old me. Like, I want you to know, every single year is a level. Every single year is a step. Every single year, it's a new grade, it's a new adventure, it's a new era, it's a new beginning. But there is no new beginning or fresh beginning or new year or an elevated grade or a brand new position or a promotion in your life when you haven't dealt with previous things. Let me use the simplest example we all know. You cannot progress to a new grade if you failed your previous grade. And that is the same thing. You cannot get or adventure or experience or explore or love, or, you get what I mean, the new and better things in life when you have been so trapped by the older things. You know what I mean? Like, you can set goals every single year. Will work like this: year on year, goals on goals, resolutions on resolutions, promises on promises, failure on failure, reality on reality. You get what I'm saying? You are trapped. It is a cycle. You are not moving. Every single year, January 1st, you're setting goals. December 31st, you are still sitting with those goals. You get what I'm saying? And I mean, how do you expect to grow and how do you expect to move on in your life when you haven't even achieved your life? You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying. Like, I hope you guys are getting what I'm saying, because I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you are not achieving the goals that you're setting for yourself in 2022, how are you expecting yourself to achieve the goals that you're setting for yourself in 2023? I mean, guys, I said it like this. So I am currently working with this thing called a 12 week year. So basically I have 4 years in one. If I do not achieve the goals that I set for myself in the first year, I don't plan to move on to the second year. I need to achieve what I have set for myself first before I can move on. I need to heal first before I can welcome more people in. I need to understand why I got turned down from that promotion, or why I got turned down from that job, or why it is that that relationship failed or that friendship failed, before it is that I can welcome new things. It is so hard for you to welcome a breakthrough, or welcome blessings, or welcome a new era, or for you to love and enjoy your surroundings when you are still holding on to the current reality that things are falling apart. Let me tell you, reality is that things are gonna fall apart. Things are not gonna always work according to plan. Things are not gonna always be 100%. Yeah, things are not always going to be 100%. You get what I'm saying? Like, things are not going to always be 100% according to plan, and that is okay. But you cannot remain stuck. I feel like that is why we get stuck. I feel like every single year we set goals, we set resolutions, we set habits, and we do all of these things. And when you don't achieve them, it is so hard to go into the new year with a clear mind and with a better vision. This is why some people also, they have repetition of years. Like, their 2021 is their 2022. Like, there's not much change besides the year, besides the days, besides your outfits, besides your mood. It is the same thing. And you often wonder why you are stuck. You wonder why life is so challenging. You come to question whether or not success favors you, whether or not love is meant for you, whether or not wealth, happiness, all these good things that are happening to other people are meant for you. You wonder whether or not your cup should be overflowing or your business should be expanding. You question and doubt every single thing you do because you barely see growth. And the reason why I say you barely see growth is because how do you want to achieve your end result when you've skipped a couple of steps? Which is why I say, like, how do you want to progress into the new year when you haven't even achieved all the goals that you set for yourself in your previous year? How do you want to be the best when you rest on being mediocre? How do you want to be that girl when your habits are still the same as they were the moment you were in that position when you were watching the videos of, oh yeah, I want to be that girl? Certain things you need to understand that in order for you to move on, in order for you to be in a better place mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, in any single aspect of your life, in order for you to be in a better place, you need to deal with your failures. You need to deal with your heartbreak. You need to deal with each and every single thing that has gone wrong. You need to deal with your brokenness. You need to deal with your brokenness. You need to deal with the unpleasantness of your reality. And again, I say face your reality, because if you don't face your reality, your judgment becomes so clouded by all the negative things, and you have become so bitter towards friendships. You've become so bitter towards relationships. You've become so bitter towards love, towards trust, towards wealth, towards success, towards growth. You have become so immune to good things happening in your life because you are clouded and you are surrounded and you haven't dealt with the bad things that have happened. You become so immune to celebrating your small achievements. Even though it's not small, it feels so small to you because you are in comparison with, this is where I could have been, this is where I should be. Look at everybody else and where they currently are. It becomes a matter of, you become so immune to finding the joy in the little things, and each time something good happens or something starts to pick off, you doubt it. You become consumed by fear. You become consumed by doubt. You become so trapped in your small mind, and it is all because you haven't come to acceptance with the things that have went wrong. You haven't had time to assess where it has went wrong, how it has went wrong, and how you're going to avoid it in the future. I feel like you need to be able to fight the spirit of unforgiveness. You need to be able to fight all those things that you are harboring, all those emotions of sadness, the spirit of laziness. You need to fight the spirit of laziness. You need to fight the spirit of not being disciplined. You need to fight the spirit of worry, the spirit of doubt. You need to fight for your healing. You need to fight to fix your reality. You need to fight for your reality. You need to fight for the life that it is that you want. And it starts with the small things. It starts with waking up every day on time. It starts with discipline, guys. When you have discipline and when you do the things that you were needed to do, the life that you want to create, it happens automatically. But in order for it to happen, also you need to deal with whatever demons that you are fighting internally. You need to face your reality as it is, not as it was or what you wish it to be, but you need to face your reality regardless of how bad it is. Trust me, that is the best thing that can happen to you. That is something that I feel like it can benefit you. And I'm a Christian, you know. um there has been so many times I have tried to pursue things without God, and I've watched them fail right before my eyes. There's been so many times that I have tried to execute plans without consulting God, and I've watched them fail. There's been so many times I have sought healing, I've sought growth, I've sought things from the things of the world, and I have watched them fall apart. And my reality was that I was so mad. I was so angry at everything that was going wrong. I was so angry at friends who have let me down. I was so angry at family that was toxic. I was so angry at goals that I wasn't achieving. And then I came to the realization that I need to involve God. And when I did involve him, things started changing. Each and every single time, everything that I felt like was impossible or was hard to achieve became achievable. You know, my financial goals and everything in every single sector of my life, it became attainable. And I always say to somebody, especially when they have a relationship with God, I don't know who it is that is watching my video and what relationship you have, what God it is that you worship, or whatever it is. I just always say to people that do worship God and people who are Christians is that he's always there for you. You know, he is always there no matter where you are or what you are going through. He is your comfort. He's everything that you need him to be. So instead of you running to things of the world, you know, run to him. Turn to him, turn to scripture, turn to prayer, and remain rooted in him. Understand his value in your life. Understand the difference that he can make. And when you begin to see it, it's not like I'm a God, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel different. It's like, okay, no, this is the God that I serve, and I can see what he's doing each and every single day. So you don't have to face reality with the fear of not succeeding. Don't face reality with the fear of things becoming worse than before. You won't face reality, you know, yo man, you won't face reality as broken as before. Do you get what I'm saying? You face reality with a positive mind. You face reality knowing that things are going to be dirty, things are going to get messy, things there's gonna be a lot of tears, there's gonna be a lot of heartbreak, but you face reality also knowing that there is going to be goodness that is going to come from this, you know? Just know that at the end of your journey, and after you faced your reality and you've come to terms with the things that have happened to you, with the things that have passed you, and you are willing to work on achieving everything that you have set for yourself before you move on to greater and better things, you are going to achieve every single thing that you set your mind to. So that is all that I have to say. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you haven't already, please do make sure you hit the subscribe. If this is the type of content that you like, please make sure you leave a like, turn on the bell so you can receive notification every time I post. Transformation Tuesdays are back, baby. So every single Tuesday, you guys will be receiving a notification, you know. Please make sure that you share this link with your friends so you can have them subscribing as well. Bye. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.